We are about to head out to the Appalachian seed swap. I'm so excited. Going to one of these is on my bucket list. My husband just said he's off for a couple days and he's like, do you want to go? We'll go, because it's about 5 hours and 15 minutes away. So it's a bit of a trip for us. So we're gonna head down today. It's Friday, and then we're gonna spend the night, and then Saturday is the seed swap, so we'll go. I'm so excited. I got my seeds in my book bag here. Hopefully we do some swapping, but I'm sure I'll probably be buying some too, but yay! And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a couple people I'm excited to meet. Jim Wyatt and Ken Fry. I think they're both gonna be vendors there, so I'm like fangirling right now, like yay, because Ken Fry is the owner of Forgotten Heirlooms. And Jim Wyatt, I'm growing a bunch of his tomatoes this year, and he has some really, really cool varieties. I think I just mentioned him in my last seed trades, February seed trades video, so.
Sign in for us, please.
Sure.
Everybody's ready. We're going to go ahead and start with the cutting of the cushaw. Paul, have at it. If you want some seeds, there's baggies up here. Come up here and get some of these seeds. And the seed swap is now open.
Do it and had a photographer working with me and talk a little bit about the roots of the practice, how the different calendars differ, and
That's really cool.
what the general rules are to follow.
I did that a little bit last year with my, I think it was my berry bushes, and it worked really well. I noticed there was one that I planted when it said that this is the best time to plant, and they like flourished, and then one day I transplanted one, and then I looked it up afterwards, and it wasn't a good day, it was a kill day, I believe they called it, and they died. And I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So the first booth I stopped at was here with Sarah Hall, who wrote this book, Sewn in the Stars. I did end up purchasing the book. She signed it for me, which was really cool, so I'm excited to read it.
Today's actually a super good day for weed. It's in the head. It's a killing sign, and we're in the fourth quarter, so it's supposed to be extra good for killing your weeds. So get out and kill your pests.
Okay. Yeah. Hello. So I kept wanting to get over to Tomato Jim's booth, but it was so crowded like the entire time I was there. I did eventually get to squeeze myself in though. Next stop was the Mitchell's Family Farm. I didn't get a business card for them. I'm not sure if they had one, but I'll put their website up on the screen. Their booth was awesome because they actually brought live plants as well as really cool seeds. They deal with a lot of really cool peppers and dwarf tomato varieties. T-Rex, you know I got that one because that's my nickname, T-Rex. Then they had these tomato books, which, you know, I stood there and looked at all of the pictures of the tomatoes.
They look like just a little bit of information on them.
Yeah, I have my own tomato book. Have you heard of the Facebook groups Tomato Obsession and Pepper Obsession? And you know I was shamelessly plugging my favorite swapping groups, Tomato Obsession and Pepper Obsession, at every single booth. So I spent a good bit of time here at this booth picking out what peppers I wanted, and they were very helpful at trying to help me find varieties that they thought I would enjoy. Very nice people. I actually make my way back to them a little bit later. I had such a hard time choosing when they're right in front of you. But if you want to see a seed haul, let me know in the comments, because I bought some seeds.
Got some chicken seeds.
Next stop was Opossum's Bottom Farm, and he had all kinds of varieties of seeds. He had some fun tomato seeds. And so, of course, I spent some time looking through his stash. I have to say, everyone here was so nice. It was just a pleasure being here, chatting with everyone about all their seeds. Super fun time. Enjoy.
Okay. Yeah, we have. I love people that come to swaps and finally meet the client.
Finally squeezed my way into Tomato Jim's booth, and he was willing to trade eggs for seeds with me. It was so cool. I was so excited. So I traded 18 eggs for 2 packs of tomato seeds. And as you can see by looking at his table, I had a hard time figuring out what I wanted to get. He had his table packed full of just mostly tomatoes. There might have been a few peppers in there, but of course I was just eyeing the tomatoes.
What are you looking for?
I
don't know what you've already got.
A lot. Green.
What?
Do you have any green ones?
The only green one I got is Xanadu. Gringo.
I got that one. I had 3 germinated.
That's the only green I've got. And I've got one that's got a green parent, and that's black pineapple.
Oh, I've got that one too.
You got that one too?
Noir.
That's the only green I've got.
Okay.
Probably because I don't care for green.
Oh, you don't care for green?
I don't care for green with rice. I grow usually one every year, and I have to have the neighbor taste it because I've been growing.
What do you think about that one?
It's a little biker one.
Do you have a red that you recommend?
A red?
I know I have Indiana Red. That's like your most popular, right?
You have Indiana
I
red.
have Indiana Red already.
And you got Tom's Red Slicing.
Yeah. Is that a good one?
Alphabetical order here. Should be real close.
That one?
It's a nice large tomato.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I got peppermint,
I got it.
baby Tom's Red Slicing.
And you traded eggs for those? You did.
I mean, just look at his table. I had a hard time walking away. I won't lie. I was there for a while. So Big Jim's tomato packets are really awesome. He has a picture, his own picture of the tomatoes, and then he has so much information on the sticker. Like, you need a magnifying glass, literally, to read some of the wording.
Which one is it? That's not new for me. I've had that for a few years.
Is it a good one?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
Anything
get that.
from Virginia is good. West Virginia. Oh, is it?
You came
Okay.
down from West Virginia for this?
Yeah, all their tomatoes are good.
Yeah, I haven't met one I don't like. Not even the green ones.
Thank you.
Now I was trying to make my way to Forgotten Heirlooms booth, but just trying to calm myself down and stop at some of the other booths. Here was the Pike County Library booth where they were giving away free seeds of lettuce. I believe there were beans. I can't remember exactly.
I don't know.
We were going to order other seeds, but they were supposed to come in last week, and then we got a notification today that they weren't supposed to be until today at 2 o'clock, and I was like, ah. So we ran into the county, and I was like, oh God.
So that was her talking about how the seeds that they had ordered to give away actually hadn't made it in, so I guess there was supposed to be more variety.
Raised beds because unfortunately much of our soil over back at our home.
So I guess down in Kentucky, greasy beans are a really big thing. I don't exactly know what greasy beans means, or I'm sure somebody in the comments, please let me know what I'm missing out on there. But it appears that there is quite a variety of beans that you could probably become bean obsessed as well. Oh look, right there probably tells you what greasy beans is all about. So there was a booth with some gorgeous dahlia tubers. I refrained from getting any of those. But I enjoyed looking at them and seeing all the different varieties that she had to offer. And then I finally made it to the Forgotten Heirlooms booth.
This is Ken Fry.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. It's like meeting a celebrity for me. All right, so gotta get some of your tea. Yet another table that I had a hard time walking away from, just covered in tomato seeds, and also he brought tomato plants. It was so much fun standing here, finally meeting him and chatting with him a little bit. And you all know I love his packaging. He has some gorgeous packaging, again with pictures and descriptions.
My favorite that got me into collecting tomatoes is NCRD Pigs.
Okay.
But they're all my favorite.
I know. When people ask me that, I'm like,
Which one got you into collecting?
The NCRD Pigs.
Oh, okay.
That one's a newer one from Dean Slater. I don't know, I've had that one for probably 3 or 4 years now.
What's it called?
Sam's Tomatoes and Veggies. I need to look that up on Facebook.
Okay. Sam's Tomatoes and Veggies.
I haven't started yet. I started Monday.
Really?
Yeah.
Where do you live?
I live in Ohio, so I don't plan out until
About 3 weeks behind us.
yeah. Our average last frost is May 15th.
That's where it is in kind of West Virginia where I live.
Yeah. But I've been burnt before, so I don't plan out anymore any weekend. So.
I think I have just starting to get like the little nubs where the true leaves are popping out.
Oh, okay.
I just started a couple weeks ago, and some I just started last Sunday because like.
Saw your post, all organized.
I'm trying to be this year because I've just got way too many that I'm starting, but I want to save seeds for all of them.
Yeah.
Candy Farm down there, out on 772, right on Southwest Freeway. About 10 minutes.
Surprise, surprise, I found my way back to Ken's table and asked him if he would trade seeds with me. So here he is, he's looking at my seed stash. And we did end up trading, and after the first trade, I actually went back to a few other tables and traded some more. This was a very exciting moment for me, trading seeds with Ken Fry, the owner of Forgotten Heirlooms. Thinking that maybe my seeds might be growing in his garden this year or next year.
They're not sweet. They're all filled with Belfolia. I made that mistake. Just take it. I got a ton of those.
What's this one?
That is from Agus. He's over at a guy, a pepper grower in Indonesia. That's just one of his creations. Yes. It's not super hot, but it's hot.
Well, out of these two, which would you? Okay, I will try this one.
Take this too strong. Take that one too.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Free seeds for Listen, I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, I hear you. I'll be walking around later on doing the same thing.
So this is Ken showing me his secret seed stash that he was given to by Chris Hubbard that he is growing out this year for him. Him and Tomato Jim were the only ones that got this stash of seeds. So super cool.
That's Chris Hubbard.
So I have a YouTube channel. Would you like to be on it?
I'm too ugly to be on YouTube.
Did you want to like
Turn it off.
Did you want to talk about your project?
Maybe in a little bit. What do you do exactly? What is your just a garden?
And I like tomatoes, so it's a lot of tomatoes.
I've got a lot of tomatoes. These here, we've already handed out about 200,000 seed packets from my seed company, Wildwood Farms Heirloom Seed Company, and they're more of your rare heirlooms, your greasy beans and old-time tomatoes you can't really find. Orange, etc. We get seed donated to us from all over.
Yeah, I gotta get over there. Are you a part of the Facebook French tomato section of your obsession?
Obsession? I don't. Yeah. It's addicts. Yes. I should be in that group.
Yes, you should. I'm a moderator for tomatoes.
We'll have to look that up.
How big you are?
You look it up in the out section. I'm headed over there because Tony put me in charge of getting some free seats for the group.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you
Good
too.
for you.
I was hoping you guys come in because I live in town.
So these were the tables where Baker Creek had donated all of these seeds for the Feed Appalachian project. There were a ton of seeds, all different kinds. Melons, squash, beans, pumpkins, tomatoes. There you go, Tony. There you go, Tony. Got your receipts for the obsession groups. What now? Ooh. So they did have a few speakers. The first at 10 o'clock was Sarah Hall, the Planting by the Signs.
I'm going to pass around. This is the book, so you can take a look and flip through. It's got some things marked in here, but just don't worry about that. It's just...
So if you've never heard about Planting by the Signs, it's very interesting. And Sarah wrote a book about it. She did a lot of interviews with people who, this is how they plant. They plant by the signs. It's a very interesting way of doing things.
Actually, well, all of the interviews are on the Berea College Archives website. So there's 18 plus hours of interviews if you want to listen to all the interviews. Yeah, and the transcripts are there as well. So if you wanted to search for, tomatoes, or if you're interested in certain aspects, a number of the people that I interviewed do save seeds. I will mention that because this has been a kind of a long process, 5 of the people that I interviewed have passed away since then, but luckily...
After listening to Sarah, I went back out and did some more trading. This was Granddad's barn farm. He was super nice. Larry is a super nice guy. I loved his setup. It was like tool storage containers. So we traded for quite a few things. Here I am making my trades. And this is what I traded for. Some really cool varieties. He was even nice enough to give me a pen because mine quit working properly. Kentucky Pride.
Wow.
So I went back to Opossum's Bottom Farm, and he was willing to trade with me as well. Probably doing business with you. So there was only about half of the people show up that I think were supposed to. There was a terrible, terrible windstorm, very local to this area on this day. So I think it kind of limited the crowd that showed up.
What do you got in here at Appalachian? That's not the right answer.
Is there one of color?
That's black strawberry.
kind of tells their story and then talk.
Bird,
Okay, we're gonna
you need to step your game up.
I like to eat them. I'm still learning about them.
read that.
I know tomato
Tell me where it
jam.
came from.
Wow, that's really small.
Oh, this is from Martinsburg. I didn't know I was going to have to pass a test. I'll remember next time.
You should have known that. can't put too much information on the web. It's impossible. Just change the font size.
Get a magnifying glass.
Change the font size, get a magnifying glass, get everything you know on that label. You know what? I need some new Vincent Watts.
Vincent Watts?
Prepared?
I'm prepared.
Hey, are you prepared?
You want your own? You want your own bag? I made some pretty epic trades today.
She's doing all right. She's been watching Betty Jim. You got homework to do.
I made my way back to Mitchell's family farm to trade with them. I also was going to buy some of their tomato plants, and then when I went to purchase them, they gave them to me for free, which was so awesome. I thought that was super nice of them. This one here in my hand is in a cozy coat right now outside, doing wonderfully. Esmeralda Gosina, I believe that's what that one is called. And this is where I ended my day. We were there for 4 hours, walking around, talking, trading, buying. It was a really fun time. It was super enjoyable for me, and I can check it off my bucket list. And let me know if you'd like to see a seed haul of what I got, the free seeds and everything I traded and everything I bought, and I will do a seed haul for you if you'd like. Until the next video, guys, I hope you all enjoy your day.